What's up, fella? Got a loyal patient supporter. He wants to know, what does a woman answers tell you? Well, guys, on one hand, they tell you something, and then on the other hand, they tell you nothing. Kind of like Kamala Harris when she's doing a press conference or something like that, right? Kind of like that. They mean something, and then on the other hand, it mean absolutely nothing. So let's get right into this. I'm still waiting on somebody to tell me what the fuck Kamala Harris is what she's running. What the fuck is she running on? I have no fucking idea. Maybe some of my patron supporters can tell me in the fucking comments. And if this hits YouTube one day, she might not even be president. So you sons of bitches gonna be like, well, he must make this for the election. Yeah, I made it for the election, motherfucker. You ain't on the goddamn Patreon, you motherfucker, you. Yeah, I made it for the election. So she might not have won, or she might won. I don't fucking know. But I ain't gonna stop me from putting it on goddamn YouTube if I want to, goddamn it. So win or lose, if you see this, yes, I made it before the election. You sons of bitches. All right, guys. So let's get into this. First of all, he asked me, what does her answers tell you? Well, first off, guys, is this right here. Let me explain something to you guys. If you're giving answers, that means you asking questions, right? So let me say this first before I get into anything, because I had another patron supporter on that same video ask me this question: what questions I asked a woman. And I told him, I don't ask questions, I have conversations. And basically what I mean by that, guys, is you guys, the number one issue with you guys is y'all don't know how to flow a conversation. This is not a job interview where you go from, what was your previous employer? How long was you at that job? Where you just boom, 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 boom. You have conversations. That means that I do ask questions, but we might stay on that one particular topic for 30 minutes. So I might ask you, what do you like to do for fun? And you say, well, I like to do such and such, such and such. Then I don't go on right to this. So where do you see yourself in 5 years? Or what, all this other type of bullshit. I'm finna dwell on that. I want to get specific. I want to talk. Let's talk about this for a minute. So guys, I don't want y'all to be in these dates giving off this interviewer vibe. The conversation has to flow. So when you do ask a question, stick with that question for 30 minutes or so and just dwell into that. Okay, that's one reason why y'all struggle to have conversations on these dates. Y'all running and y'all got 3 questions y'all asking, and then you're like, oh, well, now we just sit here and look at each other like 2 dumbasses. Okay, guys, so that's what I want to make sure I hammer home to you guys is have conversations, not just ask questions. You're going to ask questions, but it should be y'all have a conversation off of that. So let's take it like this. Say I'm writing a book, right? In any book, I got chapters, right? So you have the chapters, and then you got all the character building and all that, you creating the plot, all that too. That's how each chapter should be like each question, okay? It should be some dialogue in that question, not just boom, 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 boom. And then that's when it feels like an interviewer vibe, okay? Which, if any of y'all guys know, the interviewer vibe gives off like friendly vibes. It gives off business meeting type vibes. It doesn't give off seduction. Okay, so I just want to hammer that home to you guys. Don't just ask questions, have conversations. The next thing I want to talk about is when I say they tell you something, and then at the same time they tell you nothing. And what I mean by that, guys, is women have game too. Okay? Women have game too. Women have answer. Some women, not all women have game, by the way. All game is, guys, is they have a response for your objections, right? So when you mind dating a man with with kids or something like that right there, she done heard that question plenty of times before, right? So she done developed an answer. That means she has game. If you guys are going on these dates and you should be getting these same, women ask the same damn questions. Y'all guys go watch my dumb questions women ask video and the trick questions women ask video. Women ask the same damn stupid ass questions. You ain't got to answer it the way I said. You might have a strategy or an answer that you like better that you done came up with. You'll be wrong, but you can use that. Should be using my way, but hey, if you want to use your dumb ass way, hey, use your dumb ass way. The point being, guys, is women do this too. So they develop a scheme and a way to answer your questions too. They not dumb and stupid. That's called game. Game is just your way of going about. Like now, I'm trying to grow my new business. And so I'm coming in contact with new objections. So I'm learning on the go because these are new objections that I haven't developed a strong game for. Okay, I'm getting new objections from the people I'm talking to. Okay, so I'm just getting into the business. I have to develop a foolproof strategy way to answer the questions they hit me with. The same way I did for getting ass, and the same way I did for building my security company, and the same way I did for becoming a personal trainer. You start to see a pattern in the objections that they ask you. Women have developed that. Y'all guys must know women start dating before us. Most of these women start getting these objections, not the kids and stuff like that, but around when they 14, 15 years old, you know, they start getting these objections, so they develop a plan. All right, guys, so they tell you something, and I'm going to get to what they do tell you, and they tell you nothing at the same time, because just like y'all guys listen to my trick question, how to answer women trick question video, where you sitting there bullshitting through your teeth because you know what she's going to ask you. Women do the same fucking thing. That don't mean that's what she means. Next, guys, my next talking point on this is, when I say they do tell you something, they tell you the woman's attraction level. I can always tell what a woman's physical attraction level is to me, or her initial attraction level. Okay? So basically what I've, found out from dating women and stuff, guys, is that when they find you very attractive initially, they're very accommodating. Everything is so accommodating. Oh man, ain't that nice? The best answers in the whole fucking world. Kind of like a politician when they trying to get your vote. Very accommodating. They say all the right things. We're going to lower taxes. We're going to save Social Security. Free health care. Free housing. Blowjobs for everybody. Yeah! Blowjobs for everybody. They just know what to say. Don't do none of that bullshit. When a woman got lower attraction, and when I say lower, I mean you 5 or 6 to her. Very demanding. Very masculine. Very he-girl. Pro-woman, strong black woman. Gotta love them strong black women, boy. Strong black woman. That's what I've seen. Be even bold enough to ask you who you voting for. You don't get that when she got high attraction. No, she don't want to rock that boat. She don't want to risk that. When a woman got low attraction, so who you voting for? Oh boy, she just really big dogging. Most women know that the average man, most men these days are probably conservative. So basically, when a woman asks you who you voting for, she basically asks them, will you cuck for me? Because women know these days that I guarantee you 75% of men are conservative. I guarantee you, if they took a poll right now, I guarantee you 75% of men are conservative. I don't even know if it's 75%. I guarantee you the most men are conservative. So even if it's 55%, it's a greater chance that the guy she's on a date with is a conservative. So even if it's 55%, but I guarantee you more men are conservative than liberal. So when she asks you something like that, oh, she really let her nuts hang. She really let you. Listen, let me ask y'all guys something. Do any of y'all guys ever ask women on these dates who you voting for? Hell fucking no. Not unless you're a goddamn liberal. Hell, because you already know it's probably a 75, 80% chance she's a goddamn liberal. You already know that. You don't even want that topic to come up. Most you might say, I'm an independent. Yeah, I'm an independent. For all y'all guys wondering what I say when a girl asks me that, I ain't getting out of no goddamn ass. I am a goddamn independent. Now, I ain't gonna be a complete sellout. I ain't gonna be a complete sellout and say I'm a liberal. I'm an independent. You know, whoever the candidate is who puts forth the best plan, that's who I'm for. Bullshit. But I ain't finna goddamn talk my way out no ass. Well, we ain't gonna go that. Hey guys, my principles just ain't that strong. They just ain't that strong, baby. Yeah, I'm an independent, baby. Yeah, hey guys, that's what you be. Be an independent. It's just something morally wrong with just saying you're liberal for a woman. I can't go that far. I can't go that far. Say you're independent. Straddle that fence, boy. Straddle that goddamn fence. You know how to straddle that goddamn fence. Goddamn Moby in the middle? Hell no. Tommy in the middle. And last, guys, when I say it tells you nothing, that's because even if she's accommodating, which means she has high attraction, she'll try to enter this feminine frame. So y'all guys know we men have the masculine frame, the seductive masculine frame. And a lot of women have developed a feminine frame. So what y'all see is, y'all guys will notice that you'll see a lot of women who will show up initially very feminine. And then 3 months later, you like, what the fuck happened to that feminine woman that was on the first fucking date, first 3 fucking dates? What the fuck happened to her? Because she was in her feminine frame. She haven't developed the discipline yet to maintain it. And that's what a lot of you guys got to do with your masculine frame. You can initially maintain it, but then as time goes on, you slowly come up out of it. And you'll see that with women too, because they don't have the discipline to maintain it. Maintaining that shit, unless you're a natural stoic person, you naturally kind of ease out of it over time. So initially, maybe the first month or 2, you strong into it. 6 months later, you back, woo. It's hard to maintain that motherfucking masculine frame. It takes discipline. A lot of women can't maintain that feminine frame. So that's why I was telling you guys, it tells you something and it tells you nothing. The something is, it tells you her interest. The nothing is, even if she has high interest, she'll still exhibit masculine tendencies. So you'll be on a date with a woman and then she'll be trying to talk soft. You'll see she'll talk soft and sit ladylike. And then at periods throughout the date, you'll see she lose that softness in her voice, her tonality will change a little bit. Then she'll try to catch it because she is putting on a mask. That's not who she really is. She's trying to portray herself as this feminine woman when actuality is she really has a lot of masculine tendencies, if that makes sense, guys. So she might portray feminine traits if she has high attraction, but then you see cracks in the armor throughout the dates where she'll be, y'all ever seen somebody on TV who try to portray a accent? Like they'll try to act like they from Jamaica or somewhere, Africa or something, and you'll see periods where they ain't got that accent no more. You seen that before, right? Amazing how that fucking work. It's hard to maintain that fakeness. So pay attention to how she act and not just with what she's trying to portray. All right, so let's get into the questions that I've seen where women, you can really tell a woman's attraction level. When you ask her what kind of man you're looking for, when she got high attraction, what I've noticed is they'll say something, oh, a man who can make me laugh, a man who treats me nice, stuff like that. No nice stuff. I just want somebody that treats me nice. You know, somebody that can make me laugh, somebody that's funny. That's what you see. Low attraction, she want a provider, a protector. That's what she look. So when you guys ever be on a date with a woman and she goes that provider and protector route, that tells you how she sees you. She sees you as a beta male provider. And like I've told you guys before, we fuck them hoes too. I ain't turning down nothing but my goddamn collar. And sometimes I might not turn that down. Sometimes I might goddamn be like Elvis Presley. Keep that collar up, baby. So all I'm letting you guys know when she asks questions like that is, you know where you're at. You know how to carry it. Now, guys, I just want to point this out. That's the initial attraction. That does not mean that's how she's going to feel in 2 months. Your personality might raise her attraction, the way you carry yourself, your swag and stuff like that right there. And 3 months later, she attached to you. I'm just talking about the initial attraction. This is the initial attraction on the first date. Because typically, third or fourth date, you ain't asking questions like this. This is going to be typically shit you see on the first date. Number 2, when you ask her, can you cook or do you cook? High attraction. Oh, I grew up in the kitchen. Man, I was born with an apron on. Oh, man. My mama always said, you can't keep no man if you can't cook. Very accommodating. Low attraction. Hell no. Man, I hate cooking. I ain't never cooked nothing in my life. Woo, boy. Yeah, listen, my man gonna just have to learn how to cook himself. Low attraction. So when you see her giving you these accommodating answers, what does that tell you? What does that tell you, guys? She's trying to sell herself to you. And so in that essence, guys, you really should be pushing for sex. Like, you really should be trying to get her back to your crib. Because just because she has this high initial attraction to you now, as she might get to know you and you ain't pushing for that sex, it might change by the third or fourth date. She might not like you, your personality. She might like the physical, but not the personality. So what I learned early in my days before I mastered the masculine frame was I learned to go in for the kill early, because I knew that my masculine frame needed. See, I knew about the masculine frame. It was the discipline to maintain it. See, it was the discipline. And what I mean by that, guys, y'all guys say, well, what the fuck you mean by the discipline to maintain it? What would happen to me is women would show up on these dates with high interest because they found me attractive, and they would enter this feminine state. And so then I would enter more of a relaxed, playful state. And what I learned is that even when the woman has initial high attraction, you still have to maintain that masculine frame. Just because she's giving you these high interest indicators don't mean you let your guard down. And that's what I used to do. I would only maintain the masculine frame if she was displaying, lower interest, not super low interest, but lower interest. And then I would naturally, see, it's natural to be in a more masculine, stronger frame if she ain't salivating over you. That's easy to do. It's harder to maintain that frame when she is salivating over you. Because you feel like naturally, instinctively, you think to yourself, I can't do no wrong. Yes, hell, you can. You can talk yourself out the goddamn booty. Oh, yes, hell, you can. And that's what I had to learn. Another question, guys. What do you like to do for fun? High attraction? Oh, I just like to watch TV, Netflix, and chill. Maybe go out to eat every time, every now and again. Low attraction? Traveling, shopping. She ain't trying to sell herself to you. She knows that's not what a man wants to hear. But what she is doing is she's doing a low risk proposition. What she's saying is this right here. I'm not attracted to you, but if you can accommodate me with shopping and traveling, maybe I give you a chance. That's basically what she's saying, guys. So what you see is from her question, guys, the way she answers her questions. Also, guys, and I didn't even put this on my talking points, is the length of how she answers her question. What I've seen is from women who have high attraction and stuff like that is when they have high attraction, the answers are long and the conversation flow easier. When she got lower attraction or she trying to display lower attraction because she might have high attraction and trying to fake it, is you see the answers are shorter. And she tend to don't ask you a lot of questions with low attraction. Okay, guys, so to answer that brother's question or that loyal patron supporter question, they tell you something and they tell you nothing. The something is they tell you her attraction level. Is her questions, is her answers trying to sell herself to you? If they is, she has initial high attraction. And the nothing is, well, even if she does have high attraction, that doesn't mean that's exactly who she is. She just knows all the right things to say. She has a game to sell herself. Kind of like when somebody comes to your house and they trying to sell you something and they like, oh, this is going to be the greatest thing in the world and you're going to make $10,000 a day while you sleeping and somebody's going to come and give you a blowjob and then when you buy it, you realize they don't do none of that bullshit. Kind of like that. Kind of like a presidential candidate over-promising and under-delivering. Kind of like that. All right, guys. So that's what they tell you guys. I hope you guys learned something. I'll get back with you guys later.